Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. This one's for Season 2, Episode 12, which is called Pillar of Salt. We only have 3 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead left for this season 2, with the last 2 episodes, according to the wiki, going to be on October 2nd. So really 2 weeks left of Fear, with the double finale coming up in a couple weeks. So I'm very excited for that, and I felt like this episode was a really good lead-in to a finale, because we have so many different things going on in Fear since the mid-season finale, since the kind of group gets shattered into so many different factions. Right now we have literally, let's see. So we have the hotel group. We have the Colonia with Nick and Alejandro and Luciana. We have Travis, who now has left Chris, who's with the other guys, it sounds like. So that's 4. And then we have Ofelia, so that's 5. And we may or may not have a 6 with Daniel Reuben Blades, who may be coming back into the show. Even though at this point it feels like pretty long that we haven't seen him for. To be honest, in my opinion, I think he should be dead. At this time. It's going to feel weird, but I'm expecting to see in the finale, and we'll focus more on this in the predictions, because this is more of a prediction, but I wouldn't be surprised if Ofelia finds her dad maybe in the finale. That'd be a pretty good finale type thing, and it sounds like maybe they're setting that up right now. It sounds like what we're looking at. So with this episode, we get to see quite a bit of stuff going on in different locations, which was nice. I also forgot to mention there you have the bad guy group, so to speak, which is the gang as well. So you could even stretch it out into 6 or 7 different splinter groups. So it gives us a unique feel for the season, and I've really been enjoying the last few episodes of Fear. I love the first half too, where you have everybody together. But this is a cool feel too, because you just have so much stuff going on in so many different spots, and we have sort of a terminus type thing going on with the gang, who is used as a plot device to point, really start up kind of the reuniting between the groups, at least with regards to Travis. Now he's going to head towards the hotel, and then of course you have, with Madison turning on the lights, trying to get Nick's attention, who at this point in time seems to be, probably will stay with the Colonia regardless either way, because he's kind of found his own home there, and a girl, so they're, him and Luciana. So yeah, so I would expect him to want to stay there, at least for now. So I see some good setup here for a finale. I see some good stuff going on with the possibility of the gang attacking the Colonia, trying to take it, and then maybe it being taken by them, possibly having the hotel maybe getting overrun, and just all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Nick and Luciana, Alejandro maybe going down with the ship or something in the finale, and then Luciana and Nick possibly leaving and maybe joining the other main group. So we'll see what they do. But either way, I felt like this one was a pretty good setup with Pillar of Salt to that. Some people pointed out from the title that there's a biblical implication of the name, and what other people said, like, okay, they build up the hotel and it's like a pillar of salt because it can all come crumbling down like nothing. And in this one, it seems like we do start to see the beginning of that. We have, of course, the big kind of crazy thing that happens out of nowhere is Strand. I mean, you could kind of see it when he walks up to the door and they change angles to the door. Once they changed angles to seeing him answer, I kind of knew something was going to happen there. I didn't think we were going to see him get stabbed by Eileen. I thought that was a little bit. I don't want to say it was contrived, but it kind of came out of nowhere. A little bit like maybe they should have shown her kind of. Like I don't know. There's something else, like her coming up and going after him and that kind of thing. It was kind of like boom out of nowhere, but I guess that's how they wanted it, because from Strand's perspective, it was out of nowhere. He had put down her zombie daughter and that, and then you have Oscar as well too, and then she comes in and she just does it out of nowhere to him. And so, but it worked out nicely, because of course they used that to kind of start this connection between the different groups and everything, and to get the ball rolling with that. So that's the catalyst that starts all the other things that are happening. It was a pretty shocking and surprising scene. It did kind of come out of nowhere, and I did definitely feel for Strand because I do like Strand a lot. And I liked also that he calls for Madison when it happens. And in this one, Madison kind of taking over as the group's leader. But then again, you still have Alicia, who's like, "What the hell are you doing, turning the lights on like that? People are going to see it in that." And kind of like it's kind of like a good thing because at first, I think personally, I would see that as a big mistake and kind of stupid and silly. But then at the same time, she has, of course, Travis was out there. He sees it now, so at least it wasn't totally useless that she turned the lights on. But you're also going to bring in unwanted attention with that, which we can see in the promo for next week's episode, possibly a lot of refugees, this kind of thing, just random people around wanting to find a safe haven, wanting to get in there, and it could actually ruin the whole situation for them, but it might help the group sort of get reunited back again together. It doesn't look like Nick sees it or has any attention towards it or notices it at all, but again, he's not even really allowed to leave at all, even though he's planning to anyway. So let's see. Yeah, so we have the Colonia. We have the stuff that's going on there with regards to Nick wanting to make the trade still. Alejandro doesn't give a shit. But it's pretty short term because if they don't have the water, it's going to be a big problem. So I don't know if it's a good call. I did like in this one how they kind of showed a little bit better the Colonia because we've seen it before, but I never really got a good understanding of how the wall works and everything like that. I feel like they're overusing the guts trick. I'll be honest with you. I do feel like in Fear they are overusing the guts trick for sure. It's like, is everyone using the guts trick now? It's like everybody knows this now. It's like it's like nothing anymore. They just do it without even thinking about it. And I personally, I'm not a huge fan of seeing so many different people. If we have Francisco who uses it with his family and that, and they're actually able to get out and get through. I did get some kind of parallel vibes between maybe No Way Out in this, which was kind of cool to get that kind of parallel tie-in, so to speak. But at the same time, it's like, does everybody know how to do this now? It's like everyone's doing this now. I just feel like it's pretty overused, to be honest with you. And I don't know. It doesn't make sense that he would do that with his daughter. It doesn't make sense that he would know that. I don't know. I guess so. If they've been using that at Colonia, did they get that idea from Nick or not? I don't know. I guess whatever. But it was a good intro. It was an exciting intro, and he gets captured by our gang group with Marco. And then we have, let's see, Ofelia with the hammer. So we have kind of a Tyrese style type deal with her. She kills a zombie or two. And we get to see some flashback sequences with her. They were pretty good. They were okay. They were nice anyway to kind of see. And, she gets engaged in the one. Then you have the other with her mom and stuff. And talking a little bit about her dad and how hard he is and everything. And her being scared of her dad even in regular life, even before the zombie apocalypse, which I did like that. I think Daniel's a great character, and I kind of feel like he should be dead. He's fun, at least, either way. Daniel is fun. If you think back to the season 1 finale, he has some great stuff in there, leading the zombie herd to the guys, the military there at the what was that, like a hospital type deal? So that was so he's pretty badass, and I do like him quite a bit too. So it was cool. It was the flashbacks were decent, is what I'm basically saying. Let's see, we have the happy montage. Everything is going great, and you got the ice and everything, and before the stab. So that was a nice shift in terms of a nice kind of lead in and kind of lulling us into a false sense of security, and then boom, he gets stabbed out of nowhere. So that was pretty good, I guess. Then we have let's see, we got the supermarket, so they head out. We got Madison talking about exiling her, taking over leadership of the group, and then later on, of course, turning on the lights like that, which isn't the smartest thing to do, as we're probably going to see. So definitely very risky. But you can understand, you can feel for her because she's a mother. She wants to get her kids back. She's always worried about Nick and this kind of thing, and feeling like she has to take care of him and everything. The usual kind of stuff. We've seen it before. So let's see. We have, we got stuff with the warehouse. We've got Antonio. And then let's see. We have the wall. The danger is real. Marco will want more. Let's see. Is she safe? Nick wants to go. We've got the Strand and Alicia scene, which is pretty decent as Alicia's taking care of Strand, and Alicia kind of complaining about how her mom always focuses on Nick and not her. I think personally, like I read that as like she doesn't have to worry. It's like the squeaky wheel, right? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. She doesn't have to worry about Alicia. Alicia's self-reliant. Alicia's, and Nick does get all the attention, but that might be part of the reason why he acts out. You know what I mean? He acts out in order to get attention that he wants because he never got from his dad. So that makes perfect sense, and it's pretty good. And then, of course, we got the scene at the end. So takeaways from it, they're definitely overusing the guts thing, definitely. I would say the parts of it felt like a zombie vacation, so that was pretty nice, like especially the beaches and stuff, which are cool. The stab definitely got my attention as a viewer, definitely made the episode so it wasn't boring, that's for sure. He chose them over us from Alicia, and definitely dangerous at the end, but I'm happy to see Travis head back to the group, because Travis we haven't seen for a couple episodes now, and he is one of my favorite characters in the show, for sure. I like Travis a lot. He's not exactly like Rick or like some of the other characters. He's pretty unique, I want to say. He's smart, and he's a really good guy. Got strong morals, strong ethics. So I really like Travis. I always have, I guess. In terms of score, I'm going to give this one an 8.4. I thought it was a solid episode. Really good episode. Maybe not the best in this half, but a good setup for what we're going to see. A good build up to what we're going to see in the finale. And this is how Fear is, and this is how we've seen many times now. Is that it really builds up to some awesome episodes, and when it goes for it gets some really good ones. So I'm excited for the finale. I'm excited to see maybe the Colonia possibly get taken down or something happen with that with the gang, and it should be good. So I like the episode. It was a pretty good episode, and you guys can let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments below, as always, as usual. And of course, we'll be back in about half an hour to an hour for the predictions video for what I think is going to happen in our episode 13. So we've only got 3 episodes left. Crazy, man. It's gone by really quick, but that means we're getting close to regular Walking Dead. More quick little promos and stuff like that in this episode during the commercials. Not much to say about them. They've just put in like little mini clips, maybe a new zombie clip in this one, and that's really it. So that's my review for this one, guys. If you liked it, be sure to like it. Thumb the shit up. You can also share if you got a Facebook. You want to share me through to Facebook, I'd appreciate it, guys. Do me a favor and I'll do you one. Leave questions for the Q&A for this week. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left, go ahead and sub. That's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.
You better subscribe.